have now got our main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, and it is a non-title match. Introducing first. Unpredictable Jaw-Jacker, Jayson Krash! Yeah, I didn't say it was accurate. And introducing his opponent.
Inevitable, but he's also found himself in an impromptu non-championship match against Jayson Krash tonight.
Well, that's the he put himself in. The old saying goes, he got himself into this mess, as I think Laurel Hardy once said, and he's going to have to get himself out of it tonight. Quick question: you were just backstage checking on the status of that ankle for Big Squared.
Look, at this stage, we don't have any answer. Again, we're going to have to ship another person off to the local medical facility to be able to check on them. As soon as we have an update, we will have the Alpha Facials an update as well. In the time being, we have a non-title match. Now, you've got to remember, coming into this, Jayson Krash has already been through the ringer tonight. This is match number 2 for him this evening, where Slade Mercer is coming into this fresh.
Well, absolutely. Krash, hopefully he's got the electric recharge station out the back there, because he was low on gas after that grueling match, and then the interference from Mercer. He's going to have to work very, very hard, and Mercer wants to take the bench. He's very, very upset about the fact that he now has to take 2 contenders next month.
Well, you know why he's upset right now, though, Zally, is he realizes that Krash is his biggest rival. Krash is I guess you could call his kryptonite, his Achilles heel. Slade would have an easy run if it wasn't for Krash, but Krash is not going to let that happen. Slade's going to have to work to keep that belt if Krash has anything to do with it. My goodness.
Well, Krash looking for sure that there was like a dispute between Krash and Slade. Been going on for months, since about April, if I have it right.
Yeah, around about April sounds about right there, Sally. Look, this feud has been going on for a long time. A few weeks back, I had the pleasure of interviewing both Slade Mercer and Jayson Krash. Jayson Krash has a different sort of fire and passion to Slade Mercer. While Krash talked about the injustices of the match, trusting the Alpha Faithfuls, knowing that their word is gospel, knowing that he was robbed of this belt. He has something to prove tonight. Whereas Slade Mercer in our interviews, he's just like, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't believe you guys. Krash is just looking for it out. Slade isn't taking this as serious as Krash is.
Well, maybe that came across on camera. Certainly looking a bit serious there with that brought right into the epiglottis region of Jayson Krash. And the thing is, Slade last month, in that Ruthless Rumble, he was eliminated, but the referees did not see it, and that's how he's ended up holding the gold.
They absolutely did not. I was there, Zali. I saw it all go down. The referees were blind to Slade's elimination, and that's how he was able to sneak back in and pop the win. If it wasn't for those referees not being in the midst of all the other chaos that is a Rumble match, if you know, Zali, you've been through your Rumble ringers.
Absolutely. Been and seen too many Rumble, and it's just non-stop. It's hard. I mean, well done for the rules last month, but let alone having to referee it. It's impossible. And so I suppose that's how it went down. And now there's this angled situation at the top of the Alpha heavyweight division, and we're going to see if we can untangle maybe a little bit of it between Slade and Krash tonight, but I'm not so sure. And then sort of somewhere waiting in the wings for Chris Law as well.
Yeah, look, what it is that, like, this is a different reign to what Chris Law had. Let's be honest. Chris Law had people beside him. He had a crew. He had backup. And, like, the amount of competition at Alpha, even though Slade is the mercenary, he's losing out because he's making enemies against everybody. I mean, even Krash, even though they were competitors earlier tonight, him and Mike Kaos, they're still friends. They still have a relationship. It doesn't matter if they're enemies or on the same team. Whereas Slade got nobody.
Well, that's the thing. He's alone. He's alone at the top of the mountain. And the thing is, the competition in Alpha Pro at that top is so huge. And it just seems to be boiling and boiling all the time. And more people knocking on the door.
But you've got to think about the top of Alpha Professional Wrestling right now. We're seeing it in this match. The top of this is Jayson Krash. I'd say 10, maybe 15 years plus experience in wrestling. However, that falls just shy of the 19 plus, almost 20 years. That's 2 decades that Slade Mercer has been in this business. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's traveled the world. He is technically one of our neighbors as a New Zealand native. He has the experience, the tenure. Jayson Krash has only known Australian wrestling. Slade has known the world. He has the advantage. He has the tenure. But Krash is only a few steps behind him.
Really short steps at that. And this is what makes this picture at the top so intriguing, so amazing, so sort of full of mystery. And it's just I don't think it's going to clear up very, very quickly. We were discussing this earlier tonight, that whatever happens, they're still going to be after the person who ends up holding the ball. It's just very, very high quality competition, as it needs to be, and as it always is at Alpha Pro.
That's the thing we've got to remember here, Sally, is what we do in wrestling, it's all for the gold. It's for the biggest prize. It's for the grandest stage. It's to reach the top of that mountain and stay there. Slade right now is top of the food chain. He is the pecking order. He is the standard that Alpha Professional Wrestling needs to meet. See what I mean? He's got a cheeky choke on Jayson Krash right now. I can see that just through the gaps here. But he held the referee in a position where the referee couldn't see. He got what he needed out of that moment because he's the mercenary. He's an assassin. He plays mind games. He's been in this for so long.
Well, that's every day, every hour, every minute, every second of that 19 years of experience with that choke.
How's that nose feeling, buddy?
Like that.
How's that nose
champion.
Jayson Krash doesn't have much hair, but he was managing to pull it just then, trying to smash the face of Jayson Krash into that buckle, but Krash is not letting it happen. I don't know if you've noticed, but Jayson Krash already has a blood nose out of this exchange. We can already see in the early stages what kind of heavy competition we have right now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He is bleeding from that nose, but he's still as passionate and determined now to crash his way through over the Mercenary. And I tell you what, it doesn't seem to be affecting him, but I also feel like that little loser's king of blood.
Yeah, look, it's not affecting him right now because it's not a lot, but it is enough to create damage. When you in that wrestling ring, panic ensues. Your immediate thought is, where is this coming from? What have I cut? Why am I hurt? Like, what's going on here? Can I compete? There's so many thoughts, but Krash just fighting through all of that to keep this momentum, to show that even though this is his second match of the night, he still has a full gas tank. He has that goal in mind, and he's going to show Slade Mercer tonight what Slade has in store next show at Inevitable when he takes on two people at once, but with that a vicious buckle bomb taking Krash out viciously. Just
Daniel Cole having to stop himself very, very hard from getting this match referred to him with the hand. Very, very close crash. Looking almost to have crashed out Mercer. Taunting almost to get back to his feet.
of course he is. He's the fresher competitor. He's got the edge in this match. Of course he's going to use that to his advantage. Play mind games. Taunt Jayson Krash.
Well, that's what he's going to use. He's going to use his mind. He's going to use that psychology. All of that 19 years experience come into play in a main event like this. And now Krash has him up and has him down. Krash, you could say crash landing for
That
Slade Mercer.
was a crash landing for Slade Mercer. Oh, and a kick out. Krash can't believe it.
Well, that was a medal so close, but not close enough, or I might say close, but no cigar. And the match goes on, and now Alpha Aficionado's trying to pump up Krash and pump up his tank, and it seems to be working. That adrenaline can work wonders.
Oh, absolutely. Now looks like Krash is setting up for all. Oh no! It looked like he was looking for a small package, but an RKO out of nowhere, if you will. Holy cow! How did Jayson Krash get out of that?
I have no idea, gentlemen. Confirming too as Daniel Cole does, and both competitors just
Slade Mercer shaking his head right now. He can't believe what's happening right now.
absolute disbelief, absolute exhaustion, and a bit of frustration there from the champion.
You don't even deserve to be in this ring with me.
I don't know if Slade knows this, but I sure do. I've worked with Jayson Krash for a little while now, and he doesn't die.
That's it.
Well, that's the thing. He's certainly someone who will go to
Oh, what's this? Sneaky little roll up.
and he's got us!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Jayson Krash.
There you have it, Zoe. Unfortunately, it was a non-title match, but Jayson Krash coming out the better man in this match. Jayson Krash with the win, belt aside. Jayson Krash has just shown that he is the better man against Slade Mercer tonight after 2 matches. That was his second match.
Absolutely 2 matches, and the thing is that's going to give him a huge psychological boost as we head to Inevitable next month, Gemstone. That is just what Jayson Krash would have wanted. He'll be
Hold on,
jaw-jacking
Zoe.
about that forever.
Hold on
and
a
ever
second. Slade Mercer's just gotten back in the ring and he does not look happy. Don't tell me we're going to have another incident of something going down. No, no, Zoe.
Meantime, Mike Kaos.
Oh! Mike Kaos here with the save. Oh, going for Slade, but Slade's lagged out of the ring. Like I said it earlier, what Slade doesn't realize is unlike Chris Law, Slade has nobody in his corner. Look who's out here for Slade right now. Look who's out here for Krash.
Absolutely. Mercer's out here with Scott. Scott no mates. And in the meantime, Krash and Kaos standing, well, not quite tall in the ring, but standing together. And that's what it's about. Alpha Aficionado is sending a message to the champion.
Absolutely. If you can't hear it, I'm going to tell you exactly what's up. They believe Slade Mercer is in fact a wanker. Confirmed, did you?
Confirming that message, Jen Stone.
Trainer and student, you can't break that relationship. But you know what, Zoe? That brings us to the end of Alpha Obsession. We will be back on September 21st for Alpha Energy 8 in our day show, for Alpha Inevitable on the night. But until then, I have been your Alpha Energy Commissioner, Gemstone, joined by the beautiful
Zoe Gold. It's been an honour to work with you, Gemstone. Let's do it again sometime soon, according to the management, whoever's in charge.
Here's hoping. Thank you so much again, Zoe. It's been a pleasure. You truly are pure gold.
And you are wrestling's most precious jewel.
Good night.
We might be friends right now. We might be buddies. We might be training partners. But this time next month, do not expect any friendship. Now, play his music, give him his moment. I'll see you next month.